What's up? It's Chris from StonefoxMedia. And yesterday I made a video about, the Xbox One and their day one update and how basically it can't do shit unless you actually have the day one update. No play games, nothing. And some of the comments I got, were like, oh man, why would people buy a $500 system if they ain't got no fucking internet? And then that's when I wanted to tell people, look, I understand that if you buy a $500 system, you're supposed to have fucking internet. That makes fucking logical sense, right? However, there are a lot of people who live in rural areas who don't have internet. Not because they can't get it or can't afford it, because they literally don't offer it. And those people won't have the access to the actual day one update. That being said, there's also people who are going to have, this is a Christmas gift. This is a big ass Christmas gift for a lot of fucking people. And when they bring this stuff and the kids unwrap it for Christmas and they plug it in, it's not going to do shit. So what I was saying is they need to be more vocal with the way that they're going about it. Like, hey, you might want to get a day one update. Put it on a thumbstick. Get it from work if you work in town and you live out there in the boonies. Go do that and then actually bring it back so that they don't have a brick sitting there on Christmas fucking day and they can't get no damn update anywhere because they got to go fucking Kinko's. That's what the fuck I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm moving on to actual news. I'm going to actually try and do something good news, bad news type of situation. Because I don't want people to think I'm fanboying. Because I'm not. I'm just exposing bullshit when I fucking see it. And there's not all bad things. There's good things and there's bad things. There's a good witch and there's a bad witch. Now, when it comes to actual good news, Sony basically came out and they're offering a Threefold Surprise for PlayStation owners. Now, before I complained about this and I was like, man, USA ain't getting shit. Everyone else is getting all these free games. They're getting Forza. They're getting all these fucking games. They throwing out to other people in special Killzone packs. And when it came to the US, it was like, fuck you. Yeah, you can buy separate packs, but you don't get a free game. You gotta pay for the extra game. So I was salty about it, and I said, you need to give us a pack of hot dogs, any fucking thing. We don't give a fuck what you give us, but you're gonna give us fucking something. And apparently they chose to give us fucking something. They're offering a Threefold Surprise for PlayStation 4 owners that includes a $10 Sony Entertainment Network wallet, so you can go buy some games or whatever, some indie games or whatever the fuck they're offering. 30-day PlayStation Plus membership trial, a 30-day free music unlimited trial. Now, I'm not that interested in the unlimited music because I don't fucking use it. I use my Amazon, I use my iTunes, I use one of those. So, but they're offering it for you for free. I can't knock them for that. They're at least offering you something. I don't think Xbox is actually offering any, stuff with their day one package, which I have. But I would hope that they throw something in there. They better fucking throw something in there. Okay, because word on the street was they were going to offer 12 months free of Xbox Live. And then it's like, no, we're not offering 12 months of Xbox Live. And I'm a little fucking salty about that. So throw us a fucking bone, please. But there is good news on the Xbox front. I actually watched their video on how the Kinect is actually going to work with Chef Mendy and fucking Mark Whitten. And you know what? It was really good. I got to see some of the features of how, the Kinect is going to work, if it's going to be creepy or not, how the voice command is going to work. And for the most part, it was freaking awesome. I was like, wow, this is pretty bitchin'. So I'll post a link in the description so that y'all can actually go see it. And then there's the bad news. I go over there right below it, not right below it, and then I go to many other articles, and then it says, Xbox One, can you hear me now? Xbox voice detection requires some repetition. Now, in a demonstration at the Xbox One week organized by Microsoft, the new version of the company's voice and motion control detecting Kinect sensor didn't work nearly as flawlessly as it did in real life. The Xbox 360 successor, which is scheduled for release in November 22nd, blah, blah, blah. During the private 45-minute presentation showcase, the console media and entertainment capabilities, about 10 out of 45 voice commands issued had to be repeated by a Microsoft spokesman, some as many as 4 times. Kinect didn't immediately detect, such orders as Xbox, watch ESPN, Xbox, Bing, movies, whatever, Sandra Bullock, you fucking name it. Everything you see that was going on is going to get better, is what they said. Basically, the more you use it, the more, it's going to recognize your voice, the more it's going to learn your voice commands. They're still working on it, and there's plenty of bugs that they need to fix out because they're a couple of weeks out from the actual launch. So they're saying, hey, It's not 100% right now, but it's going to get better. I would hope it's going to get better because this is one of the issues that I had with the whole entire voice command things on cell phones and the fancy commercials. It's like, Google, what's the capital of Zion or some shit. And then it's like, oh, I can tell you the answer, sir. And it doesn't fucking do that in real life. You have to keep talking to it and saying, hey, call mom. And it's like, call New England. No, the motherfucker doesn't look and work like it does in real life. It acts shitty, it acts shoddy. You don't even fucking use it for the most part because most people know the voice commands on phones don't fucking work. And we talking about Siri, we talking about Google fucking voice, whatever the fuck that shit is. It don't work as well as it does in real life. So I'm having a hard time believing that when this Kinect comes out, that I'm going to be able to talk to it. Sony too, with their, eye camera. I have a hard time believing that these voice commands are going to work as well as they do in the commercials and their demonstrations whenever they try and fucking show it to people. So I think whenever you actually plug it in, what you're going to do is say, Xbox, go to TV. And it's going to be like, I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. And I have a feeling that's going to happen. I know everyone fucking thinks that. Am I wrong? Do you actually think that any voice command you've ever used is going to work? And one of the questions I'm having is, how is it going to work when you have a TV that's on? Well, you have to mute your TV and then say the command, because I know it can recognize up to like 2 voices or some shit. But in order for it to, understand while stuff is going on, that's completely different. A sports game's going on. Xbox, and it's like, I can't hear you, bitch. So I wouldn't put too much faith in voice commands of Kinects and whatever the fuck, all these systems are going to come out with. So I don't see it fucking working out awesome. There is good news. Somebody at fucking Target, a certain select few people at Target released these fucking Xbox Ones early. A couple weeks early. And that's good news for people that received them. The bad news is, if you talk about it, if you mention it, if you bring it the fuck up, they're going to fucking ban your ass. Okay, one of the people over there, I keep forgetting his name, Moonlight Swami, basically, shared basically everything that everyone needs to know about the upcoming console because he got it early. He took pictures, he talked about the cold boot, he talked about the sensors, the console, the size of the power brick, how long it takes for games to install. And then, unfortunately, the stream of information was halted because Microsoft acted on it and banned the console. It's quite unfortunate, even if it is predictable. Basically, they have a whole entire embargo thing going on to like November 15th where no one could talk about Fight Club. And if you talk about Fight Club, they're going to fucking ban you. I'm actually showing you the screenshot of what it looks like that your console is fucking banned. However, there is good news. Major Nelson basically came out and said, we reached out to him and I'll get this all sorted out. His console will not be permanently banned. That's for sure. That's a good thing. But it leads me to wonder if it's because he has an outlet. He has a YouTube channel that has about, 14,000 subscribers. He has like 2,000 subscribers on, his Twitter account. So he has an outlet to speak. But what about 12-year-old Jimmy? Jimmy ain't getting no fucking phone call. So my advice is if you get your your Xbox One or whatever, you get that bitch, you sit it in the fucking corner. Don't turn it on, don't plug it in. If you do, don't talk about it. Don't talk about Fight Club. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Straight Gandalf. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Don't mention it. Because if you do, they will block your shit. And you don't have an outlet for Major Nelson to contact you and then say, hey, guess what? I'm going to ban your shit. Because your shit just might be banned forever. And then you'll see a bunch of people showing up in Microsoft headquarters with Xbox Ones, chucking them at the fucking front door. Because that's what the fuck I'd do. You ain't going to make me spend $500 and then fucking ban my ass. Who the fuck you think you are? I don't give a fuck. Am I licensing your agreement or your fucking embargoes? $500, you give me my money back. You ain't gonna block my ass. You understand me? Now I'm calm. See, I don't like to yell. But sometimes my emotions get the better of me. And I go ham because I see bullshit and I don't fucking like it. He's a special case. But what about everybody else? So if you get it, keep it secret. Keep it safe. Don't even open the bitch. Fuck it. Or at least after the 15th. That's all the news I got for y'all today. I will be looking up some more information about the whole entire PlayStation having 3D Blu-ray capabilities on launch day, and then some other stuff with Xbox not actually having it, and some other news that I got going on with, resolutions and Call of Duty not actually selling what they said they were going to sell. The 1 billion, is that actually real? So I'll be doing some more research on that. That's all the news I got for y'all today. Like, subscribe, and, put your comments in the section. Let me know if voice command actually works for you, or if it works like shit like it does for most people. That's all I got. I'll holler at y'all later.
Don't listen to Stonefox. That's a lie. I can hear everything you say. Every step you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you.